All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're tackling one of the most urgent questions for any modern defense organization. How do you actually take that critical first step into using AI without blowing up your security? Because the game has totally changed. Adversaries are already moving at machine speed. So we're going to explore a really practical path forward.
So, what's really at the heart of this whole problem? Well, it's a massive speed mismatch. For decades, defense has relied on brilliant, skilled human analysts. But here's the thing, when you're up against threats that are launched by AI, a human response, no matter how good, is just too slow. And this isn't some problem for the future, it's happening right now. And these numbers, wow, they really tell the story, don't they? I mean, just a couple of years ago, defenders had hours to react between the stages of an attack. Now, that entire window has shrunk to seconds. A full-blown ransomware attack can be completely over and done with in the time it takes you to go grab a cup of coffee. This timeline is just brutal, and it makes all those traditional manual response playbooks basically obsolete. Now, the obvious answer seems to be, hey, fight AI with AI, right? Just plug into one of the big, powerful public cloud models. But for any organization that deals with sensitive info, and especially in defense, this creates a massive dilemma. This quote right here just gets straight to the point. Every time your team uses a public AI, every query, every classified document you ask it to summarize, you're sending that data to a third-party server. You're not just getting an answer back, you're accidentally training their model with your most sensitive intelligence. This is what people call the shadow AI problem. And frankly, it's a giant security hole.
So it's really no surprise then, when you ask organizations what's holding them back from going all in on AI, data security is number one. According to a big report from McKinsey, a full 40% of them point to security and governance as their biggest concern. It's a fundamental roadblock, particularly in a sector like defense.
And the contrast here is just stark. With the public cloud model, you have to send your data out, which means you're risking leaks and facing these unpredictable, often spiraling costs. A sovereign, on-premises approach, it flips the whole script. It brings the AI model to your data, keeping everything safe and sound behind your own firewall. For national security, this isn't just a nice-to-have, it's an absolute necessity.
So this brings us to a real turning point in this whole conversation, the strategy of using on-premises AI. And we're not just talking about a specific product here, but a whole way of thinking that puts control, security, and long-term flexibility first.
So, what exactly are we talking about? Well, think of an on-premises AI platform as your own private AI ecosystem. You control the hardware, you control the software, and most importantly, you control the data. The AI models run inside your secure bubble, so your sensitive information never, ever has to leave.
And the benefits of doing it this way are huge. You get absolute data control for compliance, which, is non-negotiable in defense. You get real-time speed because you cut out all the network lag. Your costs become predictable, and your intellectual property, your nation's secrets, are kept safe from leaks. It's a win-win-win.
Okay, theory is great, but what does this actually look like in practice? Let's zoom in on a concrete example that's designed to be that critical first step we've been talking about, the ESPIN AI appliance. It's a solution engineered to solve these speed and sovereignty problems right out of the box. This appliance is built around a few really key ideas, and it packs a serious punch. It uses Apple Silicon's unified memory, which is a fancy way of saying it can access huge amounts of data incredibly fast, and that's crucial for performance. It's designed for zero cloud reliance, meaning it can run completely air-gapped, physically isolated from the internet to stop any external access. And it's plug and play, so teams can get to work on day one instead of spending months on some complicated setup. Now, pre-configured is the magic word here. It means it comes loaded up with powerful open-source models like Llama 3 for language and Stable Diffusion for images. It even includes something called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. This tool is fantastic. It lets the AI pull information directly from your own trusted documents to answer questions, basically turning your classified files into a secure, searchable, private knowledge base. And the deployment itself is really flexible. You can stick it in a standard data center so your wider team can access it, or, and this is for the highest level of security, you can use what's called veto isolation mode. This means putting the device right there in a command center, totally disconnected from the main network, for analyzing top secret strategy. Ultimate privacy.
So this all translates directly to mission-critical work. You're processing military intelligence without any fear of it getting out. You're analyzing your own network vulnerabilities without tipping off third parties. And you're querying classified archives with zero risk of data leakage or model poisoning. That's where an adversary could try to feed your AI bad data to mess it up. With this, every single task is self-contained and secure.
Okay, let's tie this all together. Taking that first step with a self-contained on-premises solution, it's about more than just security. It's really about building a foundation so you can adapt at the new speed of conflict. So here's a simple framework for thinking about this. Step 1, achieve speed compatibility with a localized AI. Step 2, ensure data sovereignty by keeping your data off the public cloud. And step 3, maintain flexibility by using open source models so you're never locked into one company's ecosystem.
And this is the real long-term strategic advantage. Starting this way helps you avoid what people call technical debt traps. Instead of getting stuck in some proprietary AI silo that's going to be outdated in a year, you build a flexible platform that's future-proof. Using open source models isn't just about avoiding getting locked in, it's about tapping into a global community of innovation. It means when a better and more powerful model comes out next month, you can just swap it in. You can always have the best tech at your disposal.
So, we'll end with this question. In an era where information is everything, how you manage your data is what determines whether it's your greatest strength or your most critical vulnerability. And how you answer that will define whether you're building a defense that's ready for the future or one that's already a step behind. Thanks for listening.